Oh, I'm tired. I said I was gonna do that too. I forgot. Yeah, I was gonna finish this one too. Hello. Welcome to another art stream. The last one of the year. I did not realize it would go straight into the stream. But that's okay. Um, Today we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing a just end of the year art stream where I just go over some stuff and just showcase how I've grown and like what I plan to do for the future of the channel. Maybe look for themes of things that aren't in here that I can plan out. Like probably gonna try and do some vehicles next year more often because I tried that a few times on here a while ago and I kind of gave up pretty quick. So I want to go back and try that again and get better at it because it's not an excuse to just not be able to draw cars. Especially when that can be a commission later on, possibly. So, one second. Oh yeah, I turned on the music. I don't know if I did that last time, did I? Huh. Interesting. That is new. I'm not used to this. This is nice. I'm not used to being able to hear the music as well. It's kind of loud. There. Hold on. That should be good. What is going on? Come on, guys. Why? Ugh. Come on, you dumb channel. There. Okay. Alright. Alright. What is... I gotta figure this out. One second. I'm gonna fix this because this is driving me crazy. There. Hold on. Guys, why is it? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Hang on, I'm gonna show you a trick. Okay. So it should be working. Nope. Why is this open? There. Okay, but the color of the wings is wrong still. Oh my goodness, it's trying to kill me. I don't know what that is. Okay, well, I think I just did it. Okay, okay. That's better. Sorry about that. That already just drained me so much. One second. Let me get this microphone closer to me. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. That's better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's much better. It's closer to me now, and the levels are better. So, all right, let's go through all the old stuff now. I'm gonna just start off by doing that, and then I'll go into doing some other stuff, like maybe a wait, what am I doing? I don't need to do that. I got this right here. Okay, that's from 2 years ago. That's not needed. One second. Trying to find. Oh, there it is. 21. That's from earlier. That was only from a little while ago. That was from last year. We just. I have an idea. Sorry for this taking a second. I'm just trying to fix this so that it. Okay. Oops. I wish I could see. It would be nice to see the. Oh, okay. So. Hang on. So the YouTube. Yeah, this wow. So this year started off with a drawing that I really liked a lot. Hang on. The drawing of Grace, which I still think is a pretty good one for this year. As far as like ones I spent, I think that's around when I figured out that if I just put some more time into my work, it just works out. It looks so much better. So here's Grace with this dinosaur that she found in the altered landscape of the forest that she's been trapped in, or well, not trapped yet. She doesn't know she's trapped, but that was one of my first drawings of the year on the 8th. So let's see what else we got. Okay. 21. Yeah, some of it's better than others. Oh, I came up with the first banner. This one came out this year. It's kind of a hint of what last year was like more than this year, where it's kind of just okay, but very sketchy and rough in areas, and it was a sign. I could tell even when I made it that it felt like I was kind of just doing a placeholder. Hang on. Wait, is that why? Guys. Sorry. 1 second. Let me fix something again because apparently. What's sprout capture? Huh. Well, maybe that's something new. I don't know what to do here, so I'm not gonna do this. Never mind. I was gonna try something, but it's not working, so I forget it. Huh. There's one more thing I want to try before we get back on track here. There's a way to do this. Oh. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know what I did. But of course, now it won't let me control the volume now that I did that. So, yay. I wonder if the reason it doesn't do that is because now it's I don't know. Who knows? I don't understand. Whatever. Anyway, back to the tour. Cut it out. Go away, studio mode. That's one thing I'll try. Okay. Anyway. Is there... Yeah, whatever. I'll figure that out later. Like I said, back to what I was doing. Because I don't want to stay on this image. That's way old. What? That was, oh yeah. And the majority of this channel was done this year, it feels like. I got... Yeah, I started to play around with some ideas for like doing more drawings of the family from the my comic. This was a pretty good one. I think I might redo it a little bit just because I don't like Grace having her a profile doesn't really work there. Actually, if anything, I almost, since she's not in the story, it would almost be kind of cooler if more of her face was hidden. What happened to the music? What? Is it playing? Hello? 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 Okay. Did it only want to play that song? No, it's still doing something. Okay. One moment. I'm gonna make sure the old-fashioned way that anything is happening. Nope. Of course not. I don't hear anything. Cool. All right. I don't know what's going on. It just decided to stop. It went from being the first time I've heard music during a stream to it's almost like it heard me and is like, well, I can't have that. So you don't get to hear this. Okay. Audio monitoring device. Yeah, this. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe. Right. Okay. That should help a little. But nope. Of course not. Oops. God. But why is it? I gotta. I'm gonna look this up this weekend because I'm so tired of this muffled noise when I'm practically like I'm sitting right in front of the microphone, so I don't know why it's doing this. What are you doing to me? Why are you doing this to me? Oops. Well, as well, I guess, just for later. So I had that one. God, quit showing this garbage. I gotta put these in here so that I don't have to keep doing this. I did some drawings of it's funny that I just started playing this a little bit lately. Wow, this is kind of. I really want to redo this. Ooh, that's rough. That's what my artwork used to look like, though. It was more. It's funny because in some ways it's not as painterly as some of my more current stuff, but the difference is I do painterly on purpose sometimes with my new stuff, whereas before it kind of just was. I think when I was rushing, things started to look painterly. It's the big difference. So it's kind of cool though. Might do another one of him, like a more modern version of this character that's cleaner. He was the start of this like idea I had for these. No, wait. Oh, sorry. For these these knight characters who are What are you doing? Okay. Yeah. That some of them retained their memories, but others were corrupted by magic and became a tool for the very spells that they had been using in the past to protect themselves. So I made these like elite soldiers that kind of to show the worst of what could happen. Not to say that they're bad guys. Most of them were good people who were just trying to protect Earth. And also, it's not to even say that they'll be bad once they if they run into them in the story, because they could just be more unpredictable, or maybe just having trouble controlling themselves their own power at times. But they might still just be normal. Like this guy could be just like a fun thing for him. Maybe is that he's just like this super polite character or something. But see, I'm not showing off things that aren't. That's not from this year anyway. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Okay. This one was fun. I did this and I'm jumping ahead a little bit. I think I kind of rushed it though. I could have put more time into it because I can see areas where it could have like there's line work that's missing. The eyes are great. I think the eyes are the best part. The beak looks pretty good, but I started to lose some of the line work for the beak. Excuse me. So. Oh yeah, earlier this year I did the I designed this character for the comic. Came out as a pretty good drawing, just like one of the earlier ones of me exploring using textures to make characters more interesting, like here. She's still not perfect. I might do something different with the mask, honestly. I might even just make it like a opera mask instead of a full face covering. So, I don't want all these windows open. Let's see what else I got. I got some work done on the line work done for the comic early in the year, and right now I'm using this long break to color in some of this stuff. So, like, I'll be doing some more work on this. I'll color in this page probably tonight or tomorrow. Didn't really do too much with. Well, these are all. That's super old. I don't know. Um, oh yeah, this guy came out great. Really happy with this one. I mean, right now, if I went back to this one, it would again. It would probably be just fixing the gravity of certain fabrics, like the coat, maybe changing a little bit of it, and fixing and just cleaning up the line work. But I like that I tried to do a perspective for this one, even though it comes across as just like these like bold colors in the background. I think it kind of is a nice like difference of like really bright colors in the front, and then these subdued colors up here. So like, was a good exploration in color. Oh yeah. This one's not so much a. This was more just me having fun and realizing how much fun I could have if I just let loose and just have. Actually, it's also the first time I used one of the first times I did a bunch of just some fun quick sketches for like fan art. So I got Monkey Island here with Guybrush Threepwood really quickly sketched out. And then I don't know what that was gonna be. So it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, then there was the rough link one that I'm definitely gonna go back and do maybe when the next game comes out, or when the next thing to do with a link game. Maybe I'll do a fan art. Yeah, and obviously the first one was yeah, Metroid, because Samus from Metroid, yeah. Which I think, despite it being pain relief for the time, I think it looks pretty good. Because I don't usually do sci-fi stuff, so getting her outfit to look pretty good was. And honestly, that might be something I look into this year too. Is that this year? Nope, that was last year. Let's see what else we got. Tried to do some thumbnails. Tried to do some. Oh yeah, New Year's art stream. That's what I forgot. This is what I did for last year's thumbnail. I forgot all about that. I should have just. That's funny. I totally forgot about that. I forgot I did that, or I would have spent more time last night and today doing that. Oh, oh well, not this big a deal. So, some. Why does this feel like? Drawing a horse the first time. Oof, literally. Oof. It was fun taking two different fantasy creatures, a Leshy and a Kelpie, and putting them together into this like just elemental forest monster that is just unstoppable and just terrifying. Also, it taught me that I don't know the first thing about drawing horses, and even looking at this, the good news is I can see where I messed up in a lot of areas of this. Like the neck should be longer, even at this perspective. The neck should go up further there, like that, because they're really tall. Like after seeing one in person later that this year, I realized just how much tall, like how much taller they are than you imagine. So yeah, I didn't use a lot of this stuff. I came up with some. This is a preview of things that are to come. If I wait. Oops, no, that already exists. Why does it reset every time? That's so annoying. I don't know why it does that. It, and I'm just going off on a tangent anyway. The point is, I was going to do some more work on other poses for the model. So I, for a brief moment, like I think it was in November, with the announcement of what was it? V was that VTuber Plus or PDF Plus? Yeah, I think it's PDF. I mean PNG Plus. Yeah, a new art program for rendering characters. I'm I was on the fence, but it still seems like it's too new to do what I want to do with it. So I'm just gonna keep with this until I learn how to make this into a VTuber model and do it myself. And then eventually maybe upgrade it with someone else's help. But I'd rather just save money and do it myself. Because even if it takes me 3 months instead of the 2.5 weeks the person would take, I'd rather just have full control on the first run, and then after that, for updates, I would ask someone's help. So let's see what else we got. That's last year. Oops. Kelpie. That's funny because this is where'd that go? I thought whoops. Cancel. Excuse me. I said. Oh my gosh, how crazy was it doing this to me? I don't care. I was going to show something, but hmm. Kind of early year kind of bounced all over the place because it felt, I think, early in the year, much like more recently, with I was trying to do a bunch of other stuff outside of the stream, and it definitely affected how the stream, like what I could get done and what I would post. Because, which isn't the same. It's. Wait, is this year? Yeah, it is. This was a fun. Oops, cancel. What are you doing? Huh. I did. This was a fun idea where I took. I saw some other channels doing this where they took two different a protagonist from a Disney movie and an ad, or in this case a Pixar, and mixed it with a Disney villain. So she's this is Merida mixed with Jafar. So like she's got this dark familiar that's like this little one of the wisps is evil, and like she's got there's a statue behind her. I think that was supposed to be the evil bear. So like maybe she's like a guardian of its statue or something, drawing power from it. I don't know. I couldn't remember what I said. What the story was. This one I could see going maybe doing something like that this coming year, doing more. But maybe with other studios, like maybe like mixing like studio Studio Ghibli Ghibli. They're mixing their heroes and villains would be fun. Like taking like maybe the Blade Master from Nausicaa and like Ariadne or something, or I don't know. That might be fun, something like that. Or was Satoshi Kon's really got much more realistic, so I don't know how I could give it a shot. That could be my version of like trying to do something more with like modern day setting, like trying to draw like interior. Maybe I'll do like an entire like week or two of interiors and trying to draw different types with characters. Like one week I'll do like large public space interiors like libraries and malls or something like that, or plazas for outdoors, and then like later on I'll do things like parks and like trails. So let's see what else we got. That I like that character though. She's pretty cool. So she'd be someone I might be tempted to. Well, maybe not. I was gonna say might be tempted to try and do a redraw. It's funny how like it feels like maybe I think it is just I worked on the comics so much early in the year, like the first half of the year, that like everything else, and then I did a lot of smaller challenges that were just like, well, what I was saying I'm gonna do tonight maybe, which is like some quick gestural drawings maybe, or if I have time after this. But there was also stuff like, oops. Oh, if you reset again, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, good, you didn't. Oh, but there was stuff like this where I just did a doodle. I don't even think that was on a stream, honestly. Because more stuff more like this was on a stream, which is a pretty cool character, and I think I did this because I already have a character with long hair, so I kind of wanted to just try and do a different character sheet. So this was. Let's see. A lot of these just are nothing. That's the Spider-Man one I just showed. Oh yeah, I did these cancel. One second. If I can find them. Because they're just JPEGs, so I don't know why I didn't save them as this as well. It's like this stuff. I did an entire session of just. Maybe I'll do this again, like where I'll have like a week of just like drawing animals. That could be really fun. Because like last night, Wednesday, how I ended it, where I was looking at like different lizards and insects. It would be really fun to do something with that, where like I just explore like how they move to just like try and make some more new creatures for future drawings. They don't even have to be for the comic. They could just be like me trying to plan out like future fantasy creatures. Like do like a reiteration of like what a dragon is or what a chimera. I mean that's an easy one, but like just changing what like even what certain other ancient creatures would look like based on maybe what the kind of like what is that one? Like well, like it's a lot of the Greek myth monsters. Sometimes it feels like they're being drawn in a way where the creatures that some people are using are it's artistic license. You can do what you want, but it'd be kind of fun to challenge myself and try and figure out like what kind of creatures would have been around in that area. So like when you mix them together, it would look more like what would be natural in that area. I don't know. Just a thought. Yeah, and then I went into oh yeah, this then I in late July's when things really start to pick up. Because I have the color wheels, which is one of my favorite projects, which is my art influences, and I'm probably gonna still sharpen this one up, and maybe make it like a limited edition T-shirt or something, or mug, or both, and because it came out so good. Like this is when my style just took a jump up, I think, because like I can see a lot of even like now some of the things I do that are in here that if I mean the difference is now I might put more time into like adding on top of this, but I can definitely see this is the beginning of me just playing with color and not giving up until I get what I like. Plus just like exploring different like characters to a degree. I think if I went back to this, maybe I might add a little more variety to some of them because I really like but I don't know. I mean I got Mabel and Kelvin and like a couple of these other ones have very different shaped faces to a degree. I mean some of them are anime like this even these three are anime characters like she's an anime inspired from Teen Titans. That's from Full Metal Alchemist, which is an anime, and that's Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle, and these are the characters from Secret of Kells, which if I did, I don't know. If I did anything, maybe I might push more of the loopy lines in it, but I really like that the loopy vines turn into her hair, kind of, which was really, I thought, a cool trick. Or like how the energy from him kind of almost like matches the energy from from Zuko's fire. So, and the purple from her kind of blends into her pink, and these two kind of do the same. So like the wheel kind of goes around in a nice like theme there. So I think if anything, maybe I might even just get rid of the clear background. I don't know. I'd have to see how that looks. Like trying like a black background or something. But I think I might have tried that. I can't remember. Anyway. Yeah, the reason, obviously, the reason I like to talk about this one is because, like I said, it was just such a big jump forward. Let's see if I can just do this and save time. I can. Hooray! Okay, where are we? We are... okay. Not quite there yet. Oh, okay, now I'm getting into the fun stuff. Like, this is where I started to, like... Yeah, like I said, I just started to pull all the stops out with, like, how much time I was putting on things. So I have work like this, which I'm really proud with. I like this one a lot too. This one I really want to make into a poster. I think, or like I think if I make, and I still need to get that set up. I have an imprint account, and this is one that I would love to make into a something I could sell because it's just got some good energy to it. I really like the character. I forget what he's from. Or I think he's just a D&D character I came up with, and then I was like, it'd be cool if he was doing this. Yeah, because he's got like a flaming halberd. And let's see. Then we have, after him, I started to do some other fun stuff. Where is it? Oh no, did I just do it again? Sorry. It wants to keep going back to wait, it is on date. Okay. This is the next one I really like. Oh, the Smogist. So yeah, these were really fun. Drawing dragons was a fun exercise, and I'm gonna have to try and find something different for this. Oh, it's kind of rough, but I think I left it rough on purpose with this one because I just like the theme so much for that one. Plus, there was just so many pieces to it that I kind of felt like I think I kind of just stepped away. I'll probably go back and clean this one up a little bit because there's some parts of it that could be fixed. But I think it is like nothing's wrong with it. It's just could use another pass. Let's see. Where are we? There's another one I really like. I can't remember. I think the Evangelion one came out pretty good too. Yeah. Where he's like fighting the angel. I thought that was pretty cool. I think I was watching it at the time, so I had like a huge inspiration from that, where it's like seeing how crazy that show was. Oops, I just did the opposite of what I wanted. Okay. But it's definitely starting to be more and more obvious, like how, I mean, there's still some very rough edges on things in these drawings, but it's like this is where everything started to really push forward. Like this one, the Pete's one is probably one of the best, or one of the better ones actually. I might go back and just clean it up a little bit, but I think like how I did the fur and stuff, like maybe if I went back, I would like make this atmospherically look closer. But I really like the face on the dragon. I think what I did was I took the color scheme from the old one and put it on the new one because the new one had a more subdued green, I think, and didn't have the pink. Or if it, I don't think it did. Anyway, I just wanted to give homage to the old one with, but, and then see the next really big step forward I think was well, this guy came out pretty good, but he's not I wouldn't say he's about the same as that, but just the level of like storytelling in this I was pretty happy with. Like it's, I would go back and probably just clean it up a little bit more, but I like the mixture of the cat in there too. It's just really fun. And then, but next one's the one I was, even though it's fan art, I had so much fun doing this because I love the I was listening to Mighty Nine at the time. So, and Jester's one of my favorite characters. So, I remember I think you can even see it in here. Let me see if I can turn off a layer or two and try and show it. Nope. Wow, there's a lot of layers. Let's see if it's. It must be in here. Oops. Oh. Nope, not any of those layers. Oh wow, I even had a perspective. I forget. Yeah, this is the one where I let myself use I was proud of this one too because I gave myself permission to use a 3D model because I kept trying to draw her hands and her pose of like lunging forward to cast this like close combat spell called Withering Touch, I think it's called. I forget. Anyway, let's see. Maybe this is it. I don't know. I can't find it. Point was, I was originally drawing an actual villain from the story, and I stopped myself because I realized that might be too much of a spoiler. So I changed it to this creature, like this undead knight kind of thing, or a giant. Anyway, I just really like how that one came out, and there's a lot of action in it, and I like the storytelling in it. And then the next big thing I did was, let's see, where is he? Well, last one I was really proud. There's a couple, but this is the one I'm really happy with. On the next was the Blood Witch. Was a really big step forward again because like I just took time and redrew it a few times. I did learn from this one that I'm still avoiding to this day is be careful when you're putting something like a big shape like this in because it covers everything. Like you can barely see her leg, which is right here, which is covered by me. Right here. Because her back leg is on, back foot is on a broom. You can kind of tell from the front maybe a little bit that it's going underneath her, but it's a little difficult to see, and I kind of learned from this just to be careful with that. I didn't want to go back and go more and more into detail because this is more the focus. Since it's coming closer to the viewer, so I also changed it so she's not actually using her blood. So, because before I think it was, and I was like, that would be a really quick fight. Especially if she's flying. That would be really dangerous. It's like, well, I'm a little dizzy. Fall. And then after that, I tried to do some yeah, the other witches didn't really come out well. Or they not bad, but I just think I lost track of time. Like I tried to do Lady Midday, but that didn't come out because I think I was. And yeah, I mean, you're looking at the reason on the side of the screen for why it didn't come out. I was working on. I was working on these. So yeah, I'm really happy with the time I spent doing that. But I also had time to do this. So that was and this character was a chance for me to try and make my own pattern brushes. Like this whole background here is something I just made, and maybe this coming year I'll do like I'll try to come up with like maybe every quarter I'll try and come up with some brushes or patterns. And maybe I'll even put them up on the Patreon if I, which is another thing I need to work on this year is updating the Patreon. A lot of this isn't on there at the moment. So that's my free tip for the end of the year is don't start a Patreon, or at least don't rush into doing a lot with the Patreon until you know you can manage all that. Especially with a comic. I've heard people say this where like where there's just so much that goes into the building a webcomic or a comic in general that like putting the pressure of like fulfilling even digital like benefits for patrons is a lot, which is why probably tonight or tomorrow I'm probably just gonna get rid of a lot of the rewards and just put it down to like a $2 tier and like a $5 tier for now, because I think sometimes it also scares away people if they see really high tiers because it might make me look like I'm expecting more than I really expect from anyone, because I know everyone there's people with money at sight, and I would rather have $1 from you than than over the entire year than $12 at once. Like I'd rather have the knowledge that you're getting to enjoy continuous benefits of like just, which for the low tier would probably just be like I'll figure something out, but it's probably just going to be like maybe like a higher res time lapse or something like that. Yeah, because I think all the time lapses for this year were all shorts. So I think next year I'm going to make them all like longer for the in the Patreon, and that'll be the difference. Because that sounds like something that's really easy to do. It's just a different. In fact, I can make a button. I can make a function, and I can even show you next week how to do it. It's really simple, but in Patreon. There's a. Let me see if I can find it right now. Auto actions. Over here, there's this window called auto actions, and you can go down to here. Add new auto action. I think this is also in Procreate, but I don't know how to do it there. But anyway, it's definitely in Photoshop because I used to do this in Photoshop as well. Essentially what it does is it basically just takes a whole bunch of tasks that you record and then lets you just do them again and again and again. Like, or just do multiple tasks at once, like what I was just saying, where like I could make it so I save a time lapse that's 30 seconds for my YouTube channel. I could even I might even be able to make it so it exports it to YouTube, and then I could make it so it makes a like 2 minute or so, or maybe even a full, well, Yeah, it makes a full length one, and then I can always just compress it to whatever I want in a video editor. So probably changing them to 5 minutes or something like that. And oh, this is the time's flying on this, but I'm glad I'm getting to share all this. I hope it's okay, and I hope everyone enjoys this in the future. Because I figured it was just a fun way to end the year in like more low key way of than just like trying to rush something out. Besides, I still have work on that last drawing, and I after looking at the Skyrim thing, I kind of want to maybe do something with that, either like tonight or maybe yeah, probably maybe a little bit tonight. Like maybe I'll end with me drawing a little bit of that because I'm almost done here with everything. But because this is when it gets into like, let's see, the draw this in your style stuff for October, which I found out was so much fun. This was Senny Does Arty. I think it's this one. It says in the description for that video in October. And then there's the other one with the maybe that was this one actually, because I did two that's kind of why lately I did two, is because in October I did two, and I'm really happy with both of these. They're really fun characters. The only thing I regretted from these is that I saw how far people played around with the characters, and I was like, if I do these again, I'm gonna definitely push them further. And then I forgot for the first one, kinda. I mean, I still added some because it was just a bust, which means from like the waist up, and I changed it to having legs, or a leg anyway, revealed. Oh yeah, this guy was cool. It was a Witchtober I did that was a bug one. Man, it's kind of a little rough, but I really like the theme. Like, it's really cool and has lots of energy. And then I went and did my new banner, which I like this a lot. I might honestly make this the VTuber, honestly. Is more like this. Or I might maybe I'll even just try and segment off these parts, and maybe then I'll try those in PNG Plus, so that like these wings, the feathers will like bob up and down as I talk at a slow pace, kind of like breathing. And maybe I'll make it so the chest kind of rises and falls a little bit, but not not like most people use them. And then I did why are some of these? That's okay. These are all PDF. Why are they? Oh well. Oh no, they're not. Here we go. I did I didn't even think this would turn into such a big deal, but I was having so much fun drawing this skeleton dinosaur behind him and then playing around with how to draw magic in this comic, like, or in this world that the comic takes place in, that I was just really happy with, like, all of this. So that's another one I would really like to see as a poster, honestly. He's my this character is kind of what started me on the path of even wanting to make a comic, or at least wanting to make one with a story that's just more relaxed and like not a huge epic. It was really, I mean, it was convoluted at the time, and that's why I stepped away and tried to do a different story, because he's in it in this new one, but he's not a major character, so I get a chance to like tell a bit of his story without him being the focus, so that later on when he comes back and is the focus, I don't have to be spend I don't have to waste some time. Yeah, and then I got Coral Island, and yeah, that was like at least several. I think I mean, I got it earlier in the year, but this is around when when the full edition came out, so I made a fan art to celebrate, like a really quick doodle, and I just thought it was hilarious how you catch these like great white sharks, and like sometimes the funnier thing is which I didn't show was you can catch multiple fish in that game with a skill, but that also applies to bigger fish like sharks and sturgeons and like swordfish and marlins, and I'm like, how strong is this farmer? Like a marlin is a rocket in the water. They are like a very they're a very long fight. A dangerous and long fight. I mean, dangerous because they could just whip onto the boat really quick, just out of fear. Oh yeah, I did. I also did this. I still want to finish this one honestly because I really like the concept of an evil version of I think I was doing like dark versions of princesses. Maybe I'll do that. I'll move that. That'll be what I do with with some of the other like Japanese animation. I mean movie studios in Japan, like with Studio Ghibli and Satoshi Kon's studio and some that new one. I forget what it was called. No, because Ponce is what Ghibli became after he retired, but Studio Ponce. But what was that? I forget. There's another new studio which like has like a silent voice and stuff like that, which is really good. But I don't know what I would do for fan art for that. But and then I had my really fun one recently, which was why are so many of these not? Oh, they are. Okay. My version. I was drawing Richard and June, and this is definitely going to be a poster once I get it cleaned up a little bit more. But I just like this like moment. I might even add some more action lines on it just to show that it's like it's an ongoing scene in a battle. Like I want to feel like he's really moving fast here. So you're barely. I might even just add more blur to him just to show just how he's just like sprinting and bashing this thing and trying to move around and make himself a difficult adversary for this. I might add some, yeah, like some battle damage to him, but yeah, I don't know. He's considering this isn't a bad guy in the story. I don't really feel I need to, because I don't need to worry about it looking too weak or something. And then I did this is June, the updated version of her, where I just gotta fix her pants a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with. I'm really happy with this concept, and maybe I might change the wings a little bit, like add some more to them to make them stand out more. But I like the concept of this a lot, where she's just like summoning. She's doing as much of magic as she can at the moment, and that's why she has all these extra arms too floating around her. I might make them not even attached to her, honestly. I'm not sure if that helps or hurts the image. I might make them look like they're just things that are floating around helping her. But I don't know, that might be weird. Weirder than 3 extra arms? I don't know. And then after that, I got my end screen here, which I'm pretty happy with how I finished that up, and that was something I wanted to do this year. I wanted to have something to just end streams with. Oops, no. And then we have, of course, the Santa one that started with, and then after that was the was this lighty is from Christmas with Jadan or yeah, it's spelled Jadan. Anyway, it was a nice drawing of a character straight up and down, kind of like bust drawing of from like the waist up, showing her. So I thought, or maybe it was from like right around thigh up, kind of where. But like, I think these were covering parts of her, so I couldn't tell at first glance, which isn't a problem. It's their choice what they want to do. But I changed her to having these short shorts on, kind of, or these frayed shorts, and I couldn't tell how they were. I think how I'm pointing them with my finger now when I have this. I couldn't tell how they were attached to her, so I added in them looping through the belt. The wreaths that are attached to her, and the candles were actually in the cape made of pine needles. So I was like, wouldn't it be kind of cool just to be different and to add my own touch on it? Would make them just floating around, so that I can put them wherever I want and add all this different light source. And I think it came out pretty good. And then, well, like you saw last week, I've been working on this character. So that takes us to this week. So I hope this was fun. I hope this isn't just something boring that I just no one ends up watching or something. Yeah, I tried to do fan art for this one. That was the thing. Let's see, where's the what the oh. Yeah, I tried to just like I'm just going back and just checking out the colors and trying to add more to her. I don't love the pose, so I'm probably gonna change this leg here to be further back. But I like the character, and I like that I used this tail from a bearded dragon, so it's got, and then added in this like this crazy like almost Stegosaurus kind of end to it, because I thought that would be kind of cool if it was. And then I gave her like these she painted like gold makeup on her on top of her horns, so that they had like a gold paint on them. I thought that'd be kind of fun. And I might do more stuff like that. Like I might make it so she has like gold lines on her face, kind of like they do in Arcane with some other characters. I thought that was always cool. So that's everything this year. I think I'm gonna just do a little bit of a startup, maybe on the like a warm up, and then that way next week on Monday when I start up again, I can just finish up the drawing. But it's been really fun sharing a lot of this. So I hope it was fun going through this with me, because I think and I said this last year. Where's the one? Is this the one? No, this isn't the one. I got all these new brushes, is what I'm about to say. But I was trying to find the right one that I found. Because I found... that one's kind of cool, but that's not what I want. Oh, it wasn't here. Yeah, these dry brushes, where you get this really nice texture to them. So just playing around with some poses for her. I think that's all I'll end tonight. I was in such a hurry. I do regret that I was in such a hurry trying to get this game to work that I definitely messed with the models, and now they don't move right. So I had to go back, and I might have to uninstall it honestly. And if I do, I'm just done with it. It was a fun thing to play earlier today, and if that's all I get, that's all I get, I guess. Maybe something with foreshortening would be kind of cool. And like she's doing like this like blast of some spell or something. The one cool thing I got to do in this that I must not have installed the full mod, but I found out that you can actually. And this will only mean something to people who have played Skyrim, but um, was it the Vigil of Stendar? Are these knights who hunt the demons, which are called Daedra? They're like these like really powerful demons that are from another realm. And I was really excited when I realized that actually did install. But then I found out that I didn't install the other part of it, which made it so you had quests with them. So all I did was go to a place before things happen to them later on. They do not have a good time in that game because there's a lot of Daedra in Skyrim. But it was such a shame because it would be so much fun to play as like a bunch of demon hunters. Because there's also, I think I found another add-on where you can like join the group against the Assassin's Guild, and they have better rewards with this one mod. So I was like, that's even better than the other mod I found, which makes the assassins more good guys. But you're still killing though, so it's like tomato. You were still doing bad things. You were just coincidentally mostly just taking out bandits, but it still wasn't great. Versus these new things sound pretty cool if I can get them to work. But again, probably won't. Probably don't care. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and I did, so I'm probably done, honestly. Because I think more stuff for Coral Island comes out in January or early February, and I almost am tempted to try out if it's still on sale. There's this other farming game called Sunhaven, which is like fantasy based and is multiplayer. So be fun to get play with other people and maybe see if I can figure out. Well, she had a well, I don't know what she's gonna be wearing long term, but I'll put her in the mage clothing, even though it's kind of boring. But it's just like I said, I don't think I want to play much of this game. So putting her in like the most basic thing is just to show that I did get it to work, essentially. also give this. Apparently, there was some pretty cool tattoos you could put on characters in this, so I'll kind of just draw some of that here. Share these. Do, 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 do. This is pretty good. I just wanted to end with something. So I got like. She was going to be a mace user. Kind of like my. I just like using. There's like a specific mace that I think was an Oblivion weapon that comes over in a mod that looked really nice. It had like this it was like this smaller turquoise mace that had like a mixture of like a flanged with a spike. So it kind of looked like this. But I'm just doing a really rough job right now because I don't care. Because it's just for fun. It's a fun way to end the year. I apologize again for. I'm glad I'm just glad I caught. I mean, it was a shame I caught it after the stream, but I hope the audio sounds better to all of you because I checked it when I started and I thought it sounded better. So I think we're in the clear from what happened last week. I mean, with the exception of me going crazy at the beginning of last week, but that I can never guarantee won't happen. So. Yeah, that's good. Nice, like, and then oh yeah, the thing I like about this brush too is this is the one, right? Maybe not. Or maybe I just lowered the no. Did I? No. Where'd it go? I just wanted to show you one thing. I kind of did last time anyway, but what's in here? I mean, look at all this. There's so many brushes. Like there's ones for like bristles. It's actually kind of cool for this. Very. Actually, that might be better for hair. Cause like it's got that nice. Yeah, that looks better for the hair. Too crazy. A little too crazy. Aye. Ah. Oh, just playing around. That's kind of what these kind of drawings are for, is just seeing what these brushes can do. Trying something different out. I don't remember where that brush is, but that's okay. Because it had like a ink tone kind of feel to it, like not like that, but this would be better for like clothing, because it's got like a texture like a yeah. We have oils, which probably looks like something with color, but I'm not doing color. And this is just good for concept art right here. This kind of brush. Just probably if I was going smaller, even that would be even better. Like, yeah. So just clean this up a little bit more. Right. Yep. Okay, that's good. Because, like I said, this is just nothing. This is I just wanted to make something for this stream. Maybe I'll do it a little bit longer because sometimes more people show up around now. I'll do it for 10 more minutes, and if no one shows up, that'll be the end of the stream. But I don't know. We'll see. This is kind of cool too. This isn't what I want. Save this. Yeah, this kind of is what I want, which is the just easy, quick for like doing like shadows. Sometimes I just want to get like things roughed out, like shadow wise and everything before, and then I go back and clean it up later. But she's like yeah, maybe I'll make that actually it wasn't in the game, but it'd be cool if she was wearing like this headdress that had horns on it, or like antlers. Because like the Forsworn, you make her like this, like. Because I was making my character for the first time in a long time, since I think one of my first playthroughs, I wanted her to be a Nord, because I haven't played really Nord. I think I did it even the first time, because usually I like the elves better, but I thought it'd be fun to try playing Nord. Especially with her being like, if those, a lot of those mods had worked, like if I was like a vigilante hunting down just bad people, and if I was doing all that other more interesting stuff. I mean, clearly the demon hunting one wasn't gonna work, but that would have been cool. But she's just even wearing these dark gloves, so that's why. Yeah. See, in the game, I even got this mod that makes it so I could put like she had tattoos on her arms and her I think on yeah, just her arms and legs. I don't think I did stomach or anything weird like that. I just wanted to show that she give her a kind of cool, like really arcane look. Usually in that game, the Nords are kind of more just warriors, and that'd be kind of fun to make one that was more like a actual like just professional assassin and was more subdued and quiet and dangerous. Yeah. Okay, that's a good place to stop. I think I'm just gonna start goofing around with this, and I don't care enough about this character to go too far. But who knows? Like a lot of those drawings, you never know what you're gonna end up liking. So, thank you for sticking with me through this whole thing. I hope it was fun doing the review with me, and I'll be doing some more. Just maybe I will end up doing the random character thing next week instead of today, so I can just because I figured this would be something fun since I just started playing this. Yeah, long shadow behind her, like actually this would be like something like this would be better actually, where it's like the light's so bright that it's kind of just like coming off as like these like long thin lines. Okay. Well, I hope everyone has a fun and safe New Year celebrations, and I'll see you all again on Monday, which is, I think this is that the 2nd, the 4th. Yeah. Wait, no, that was this. I'm in the wrong calendar. I smart. Yeah, no, the Monday is New Year's, so maybe I'll move it to since everyone's gonna be busy. I'll just do the stream on Tuesday again, because I don't want to take away from everyone's fun, or expect anyone to come here when that's unrealistic. So, yeah, I'll see you all on Tuesday for the stream, because one way or another, I'm sure I'll figure something to do, even if it's just working on this kind of stuff on my own. So it's fine too. But yeah, have a great New Year's, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great night.